agency for global media. Used to be the Broadcasting Board of Governors. However, what it really was discreetly, was actually the Department of State, thus a byproduct of the Arab Spring courtesy of none other than Hillary Rodham Clinton. The Smith Modernization Act of 2012, enacted by President Obama, made it legal for them to pay corporate media outlets to publish news anonymously. This news was actually fake, and it was specifically propaganda curated by the government for the United States citizenry to consume as fact. This news, which was never real to begin with, is funded by the United States taxpayers. The President of the United States of America at the time, Barack Obama, made it legal to broadcast completely fake news to the American people. This gave broadcasters the right to run with any story, even though there was no basis in truth. Mass media was given legal cover.
Well, I thought I'd sit down. I used to sit down all the time, make these kind of videos. Had my little stack of cards. I'd show pictures and images. But I got to where I know how to splice stuff together. But I thought today I'd sit down and do one of my old style. I don't have any cue cards or any pictures to show you. Just talk about things that I've seen in the local news and just a few other things. Here's one I just caught today. Fluoride. According to the local news channel, they're running this about every hour, that it is a natural occurrence in water. Fluoride is natural. It's a part of your water. Anybody who's awake knows that's a blatant lie. They added it. It's a biohazardous chemical. And they're talking about you got to make sure that your kids get, I forget how many grams of fluoride a day. And if your city's removing the fluoride from the water, make sure you get a fluoride toothpaste. Oh, but by the way, make sure you don't eat anything or rinse your mouth out afterwards. Give the fluoride a chance to get into your system, to work on your teeth. Ain't that? And they're trying to pass a bill here in Indiana to make it, if you're got a death sentence, do it by firing squad. Well, you want to know why? They supposedly, I can't verify any of this, and if I'm lying to you, I'm accountable for that lie. I might be misquoting a little bit as I talk about this stuff, but I'll try not to. The governor came out about a month or so ago, talked about the 3 individuals that they have put to death by lethal injection. Take a wild guess what he claims each one of them little needle syringes full of a chemical cost the state of Indiana. Can you guess? 3 of them now at $30,000 a piece. You know what they want? They want your head. They don't want to shoot you. They want to use them guillotines that anybody that's watched or learned into this stuff know that there's supposedly 30,000 of them somewhere in the United States. Is that true? I don't know. Can't prove anything. And the more I watch news and all these actors and stuff, I'm seeing something. Not a black eye like you've been punched in. Not your whole eye getting black. But the eyeballs. I'm seeing a whole lot of black eyeballs on that TV and the movies, on the news. I don't recall all them people having black eyeballs. I'm seeing a whole lot of it. What else we got here? I made a couple of notes here. try not to forget anything. I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday. Guess what they're hanging between the customer and the cashier now? They just did it. Great big plexiglass screen like they did during the scamdemic. They're getting ready. The news constantly talking about it's a super flu. Some bullshit numbers and letters, and they always come up with something. But there wasn't any flu during the COVID, was there? But the cashier said she had gotten sick, which I don't doubt it. You know, people are getting sick from something. They were spraying the skies this morning here in Indiana big time. I opened my door and if it's open more than a couple minutes, my air purifier in here just goes haywire from the outside air coming in. What is all that? I just started to sit down here and talk about that. And here's one more thing I want to touch on. Besides, two more things. I don't like, because I hate it when you want to comment on a video and they've turned the comments off. That Charlie Kirk video, that over an hour one that I tried to promote and get out there to tell the truth about it and show you that the media is lying about the HR 5736, and people coming on there and saying that's not true. That's just the president that can lie to you, or it's just the media. They're not all in cahoots. I got tired of hearing the dumb shit, so I blocked the comments on it. I didn't want to do that, because I'd go on there and somebody make a good comment underneath it. You had your trolls or your bots. Alright. You know, if you've watched any of my videos, what I think Charlie Kirk was. Anybody that fake your death is not a man of God. No. They all these channels making a fortune off of it. All these controlled agents spewing it's a microphone. Stu Peters, however you pronounce his name. He's a Jew, but he rants on the Jews to suck you in. They all do it. The scripture. You will hear wars and rumors of wars. Doesn't say that any of them would be real. That you would hear of wars and rumors of wars. Where's the proof of any of these wars they're putting in that lying media? They can be given any script, regardless of how fantastic it sounds, and lie to you. Where's the proof Russia ever invaded Ukraine? There is that much. Zero proof. Prove me wrong. Show me. Then it goes on to say, nation shall rise against nation. Well, we've seen that. If you believe the story of World War I, World War II, what is real anymore? Going back before you was born, what is real? Don't believe anything about the Holly hoax. Why didn't, if they own Hollywood, music industry, all of the media, why was it almost 20 years after the ending of World War II that anything whatsoever was put in the movies, the TV shows, and the music about the Holly hoax? Wouldn't you think they would have did it at the time? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. What do you think is meant by kingdom against kingdom? Just my thought. Lucifer's kingdom and Jesus' kingdom, God's kingdom. The spiritual war that is all over this earth at this exact moment. It wasn't happening when I was growing up. You never seen the evil. You know, there was lies and all this stuff. But the pure evil that is in this world now wasn't there. There was some, but not like you're seeing now. Jesus even said his kingdom is not of this earth. He used the term kingdom. For you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. And kingdom shall rise against kingdom. Lucifer's kingdom is rising up against God's kingdom. Whoa, but we're in Satan's little season, right? Jesus has already been here, right? The earth has been here for 75 billion years. And you can see from NASA the ever-expanding universe light years away. People, come on. Come on. Wake up. That's just a little rant. Down the road.
Sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first. Unfortunately,
Because of you, we're